Sing, Talk, Play, where we introduce you to your next favorite band. And your next favorite band this time is straight from Montreal with the awesome name, Technical Kidman.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Fine, how
Ça
are you?
va?
Yeah, ça va très bien.
I'm Pierre-Luc. I'm the drummer from Technical Kidman.
I'm Matt, I sing.
I'm Thomas, I play synths and sampler stuff.
What do you guys think of Sled Island? And what do you guys think of Western Canada?
Well, we came here last year. We didn't play Sled Island because of the flood. So the morning of our first show, we were told that the fest was cancelled. We just played house shows. We did this Flood Island thing. It's one of the best festivals we have in Canada because we played some others fest like Pop Montreal, North by Northeast, CMW, Halifax Pop Explosion, and yeah, I think for us, Sled is on the top of them.
I didn't know what to expect of Calgary because I'd never been here, and what I find is there's a strong artist community here, like a strong counterculture community, which I find amazing. Last year when we played, it was one of, I think, maybe my favorite show with this band was last year at Sled Island. We played a house, there was 150 people or something. People went mental, and it was great. And this year we played at Legion, and it was also amazing. So fun every time we come. We hope to come back more often.
This song was called King. It's a very heavy song, probably the heaviest song we have written so far. It's a song about trying to find a new way to live with the culture references that make up who you are, even though you don't necessarily agree with them. I guess I could leave it at that.
Interesting, in reference to things that are pushed on you through commercial?
Exactly, like cultural icons or symbols, and trying to live with them and give them a different meaning.
That's really interesting to me because especially where you guys create this music in Quebec.
Yeah.
The first time I moved there, I realized how insular it is and how there's cultural references in Quebec that nobody else knows. So is that where a lot of this stuff comes from Quebec culture?
Making the new record that we just finished, we used a lot of commercials, TV commercials, and most of them are actually from Quebecois TV from the beginning of the 90s when we were kids. I had a very strong connection to them. I was surprised to notice that. We were looking through old shows and movies we had recorded, but the commercials triggered a lot more memories and emotions. So there's something to me bleak about that these commercials, which are disposable pieces of pop culture, and are not necessarily don't necessarily represent ethics that I agree with, have the strongest emotional impact on me. Once I realized that, I was okay, if these things are that shaped my taste or my heart, we could say, are bad or have questionable goals, what does that make me? And once you accept that maybe it makes me a questionable person or someone with questionable values, where do you go from there? And that's basically what we went for with this album, that all the themes revolve around that idea of once you accept that, how do you live with it, and how do you make something that you can actually live with. And I view it as payback almost, using these jingles, because we could get sued in theory, but what I'd like to tell the people hypothetically suing me is that, you've pushed this upon me all my life, and now it's part of me. I own it.
Yeah, for me, as you're talking, I'm thinking of My Little Pony. Like that's the jingle in my head.
I don't know that one.
But it was I think in the rest of Canada and North America,
Yeah.
it was a product. And I'm sure you had some version of it. It was a toy. It was like a horse pony, cheap plastic toy for girls. But it's ingrained in my head because
Yeah.
it was the commercial that ran constantly during cartoon Saturdays.
Yeah.
So when you said that, immediately I've got the jingle of My Little Pony in my head, and I don't want it.
Isn't that weird though?
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah,
It's very strange.
You kind of like it.
I do kind of like it because it reminds me of
Yeah.
waking up in the mornings and going to watch cartoons.
Yeah.
But every, probably 100 times during that day, I would
Yeah.
see that commercial.
Exactly.
So it's now a part of me in a strange way, unfortunately. So it's interesting.
Like I said, I don't think we've succeeded in like creating this space that's totally ours, but I knew it was kind of impossible. It's more the process was more important to me than I knew. I can't win this battle, but it's interesting to try. I'm not saying that we're using this revolutionary idea either. This idea has been around since sampling has been around. It's just like logic. It was a logical path for us. We just ended up there.
Who had these tapes? Where were they stored?
At Tama.
Yeah, I had those. I had like 200 tapes. Like I was just recording them like crazy when I was a kid, and we kept all of it. So we were looking for movies, like you said, but the commercials were really like what got into us.
Did it click? I mean, like all of these tapes you'd been hoarding.
Yeah.
I'm sure at the time you weren't thinking, okay, 10 years from now,
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to be in a band.
No,
And
never.
we're going to sample this stuff.
Never.
So when you realized, oh, we have gold here,
Yeah.
did it all make sense? Was it all worthwhile?
Yeah, exactly. It was like I just kept them because they were VHS, and I didn't know what to do with them. And then to actually have something interesting to do with them was crazy. It was
That's
cool.
great.
Yeah, it was
That
nice.
the fact that that storage area that could have been used for something else
Yeah.
is now justified.
Exactly.
The next song we're gonna play is called "Without Fear."